Welcome back, 9:23. This is going to be a juicy interview. What if science could prove that there's life after death?
Well, our next guest says it can, and he's got the evidence to back it up. Mark Anthony is here, also known as a psychic explorer. He's a psychic medium, an attorney, and now a keynote speaker at the 50th anniversary of the International Association for Near-Death Studies, right here in Chicago, which is something I didn't know about. That's pretty neat. Thanks so much, Mark, for joining us. And
oh, it's great being here. Thank you for having me on.
Sure. So I want to start where Caitlin kind of left off. The science that backs up life after death. What is that science?
Well, quite a bit. So we've been talking about it for the last 50 years in earnest because Dr. Raymond Moody developed the term near-death experience back in 1975. That's why this is the 50th anniversary for the International Association for Near-Death Studies. But in the past couple years, we're now getting concrete proof. There was the lucid dying study out of New York University where 567 patients in both the U.S. and the U.K., when they went into cardiopulmonary failure, they were administered an EEG, an electroencephalogram, to measure their brainwave frequencies. What happened shocked the scientific world because at the time of death, all brainwave frequencies surged off the scale. Now, scientists didn't expect this. They figured your brain would just sort of fizzle out and the energy would be brought down. And the conclusion is this appears to be a quantum field within your brain surviving physical death. Now, in my work, I've developed the term the electromagnetic soul, which is a 21st century term to describe what we really are. Every great belief system teaches us that the soul, the spirit, the consciousness, who and what we are, pre-exists the body, comes into our body, moves on after our body dies, right? We've been taught all that in Sunday school and in all theology. The first law of thermodynamics and physics teaches us that energy is neither created nor destroyed, only transferred from one form to another. Our brain is only 2% of the body's weight, yet it uses over 20% of its energy. And so the electromagnetic soul describes what we really are, which is pure consciousness, a soul, a spirit, that is eternal electromagnetic energy. And so the recent discoveries in the past couple years are showing this surge of electromagnetic activity at the point of death shows that our EMS, electromagnetic soul, is a coherent quantum field that moves on after we physically die.
Where does it go?
Well, with near-death experiences, and that's what I'll be talking about on Friday, my keynote presentation is Near-Death Experiences, an ancient mystery that has changed the world. And for the last 5,000 years, near-death experiences have been documented. They didn't know what to call it, this mysterious phenomenon, people dying then resurrecting with tales of leaving their body, going through a tunnel into a light, encountering deceased loved ones, and dare I say, even the divine power we call God, and then returning. But to answer your question directly, think of our world as AM radio, okay? We use energy, frequency, because on the subatomic level, on the quantum level, everything vibrates. We always hear that, all right? But the reason that you and I are alive is our vibration is different than the chairs. But at the subatomic level, we're all made of electromagnetic energy. So when we physically die, our EMS, our electromagnetic soul, quantum leaps from AM radio to FM radio. That's the other side. And there's times when the two dimensions will overlap. That's when there's spirit communication, near-death experiences, shared death experiences, deathbed visions. How many times have we heard about people who are terminal and they're dying and they start talking about deceased loved ones coming to them? Now, when you talk to anyone who's been in close proximity to someone who's dying, or hospice workers, healthcare workers, they'll all tell you, yeah, we saw things too.
You're a medium, right?
That is correct.
So have you ever been in the presence of someone who is dying or who has died, and what is that experience like for you?
Well, certainly it's very emotional, and I've been at the bedside of many people who have transitioned, and because family members ask me to be there. And I will see the people that are coming to greet them.
No way.
Oh, yeah. I was at the bedside of this one woman who was transitioning, Marie, and I was there with her children, and I I started describing the people and even getting names of 23 different spirits. And the children could identify 20 of them. The other 3, they felt that that was on the great-grandparent level, and they didn't know who they were. And the funniest thing was they said, there's an orange tabby cat, and I'm hearing the word Harpo. And one of the kids goes, oh my God, our mother had an orange tabby cat named Harpo 30 years ago.
Oh my, and so Harpo was there with the rest of the family.
The spirit of Harpo came through. So our animals have souls too. So what I'm going to be doing on Wednesday the 27th and Saturday the 30th at 5 p.m., I'll be conducting spirit communication events. It's open to the public. You can go to my website, afterlifefrequency.com, to find out about tickets. And what I'll be doing there, Daphne and Caitlin, is I will be connecting attendees, random attendees, with their loved ones in spirit. And people say, well, is that spooky or scary? Spirits are not here to frighten us or harm us. This is about love, healing, and resolution. Because as it says in the first book of Corinthians, chapter 12, verses 4 through 12, God gives us several different gifts. 2 of those gifts are prophecy and discernment of spirits. So I look at what I do, both science and faith. This is healing. This is empowering.
Thank you so much, Mark. We appreciate you coming in today. We're going to